What are your feelings on Creed?
Yeah. So that and more coming up as myself and Paddy go through your questions. We've got a packed show. Let's get straight into it.
Yep.
Noke Unicorn. First off, is Man United signing Bruno Fernandes, which hasn't happened as of yet? And is he going to help them to be a top 4 club?
So it looks likely.
Yeah.
You know, particularly with Spurs, who are a big, who I guess we're also in for Fernandez for a while there. Yeah. So it gives United possibly a clean run at him. Listen, he's a fantastic player. I haven't seen as much of him as perhaps some experts, but from what I have seen, a fantastic player. Listen, United are only 5 points off 4th. Like it's not out of the question.
Yeah.
It's not out of the question. And to be honest, if he comes in as a big marquee signing that they perhaps need to have that real creativity, who knows? Maybe.
One player by himself?
I mean, see, it's a matter of percentages. You know, then how does he also affect the people around him?
Okay,
how does it affect Ole's approach to games? I'm not saying he's going to score 15 goals and get him those points himself, but maybe with a better approach as a team, with him being a vital keg, they're not going to get that from Lingard, for example. Then maybe it might make a difference.
Shots fired at Lingard. We're only one question in.
Only one question in. From Simon Roll, did Tottenham sign the wrong Fernandez?
Okay, so no Bruno Fernandes. No. Jedson, I believe.
Yep.
Jedson. Fernandez from Benfica. The wrong Fernandez is a bit harsh. I mean, he just happens to have the same name. I'm not sure there was they're not twins.
No.
You've got
like Fernandez, huh? Oh, we won't even bother checking his first name. Yeah,
we'll just take it.
There must only be one Fernandez in Portugal. Yeah,
in world football. Again, haven't seen a huge amount on both Fernandez. Any fans who watch the Portuguese league, let us know more. Looks like an interesting player. The fact they've brought him in on loan tells me there's sort of an 18-month period to figure out whether he is that Spurs player and if he's worth the £43 million. Again, it's very difficult to say at this time. Obviously, has done enough to convince Spurs.
Sounds like a nice prospect. There's an emotional element to this with him wanting to move back to London, where his parents now live, of course. So I think that explains the loan as opposed to a full-time deal. And either way, both clubs might end up winning if things go to plan as it is.
Exactly.
But it looks like a nice prospect. Obviously, you've got some injuries, so why not?
Yeah, and 43 million straight off the bat would have been a bit excessive.
Agreed.
Right, next up, Josh the Boy. Do you think Trent Alexander-Arnold will stay his whole career at Liverpool, become a legend, or will he move to another club?
I think there's two things here. First of all, there are probably only a couple of clubs that Trent would probably want to go to that are a step up from Liverpool at the moment and probably in future the way that they're going as well. The second thing is that Liverpool are probably one of the special clubs that really still create one club or close to one club players.
They sort of command it, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. That's still there, and that's to be honest, if you're a Reds fan, you would still love that about Liverpool, that you still have the opportunity to see a player come through the youth academy and literally stay with the club for a long, long time. So why not? I think why not? If it was one player at one club, I don't see why he wouldn't stay at Liverpool.
Yep, no, I completely agree. I think Roma are a similar club like that, where you could stay.
Roma, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you're quite sort of legendary, they've got that sort of atmosphere about it.
Sure, yeah, I see that. From Chumolungma 228, which ongoing transfer saga are you most sick of so far?
Oh, there's so many.
There are so many.
Oh, God. The Neymar thing pisses me off.
Yeah.
Pogba.
Pogba's got to be mine. Pogba's got to be mine.
Oh, it's so annoying,
particularly that it's all really about the player and not about the clubs anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, Real Madrid have upped their interest in Pogba. We don't even know if they're interested. All we know is that Pogba wants to go somewhere else.
It's the agent.
Yeah.
That's the annoying thing.
Of course.
Is the agent
the bigger the agent, the bigger the saga, basically.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're all agreed Pogba and Neymar are the two most annoying.
Mbappe will get on our nerves, but we'll get to more of that later.
The thing is, I like Mbappe.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
No one actually likes Neymar and Pogba at this stage. Right, quick fire from Ashish Shriyavanshi, who has said, De Bruyne or Kante?
Oh, two completely different players. I think I would probably take Kante because... and this is going to sound terrible, so I'm going to get lambasted in the comments. I think he's more individual as a player positionally. There are
less Kantes in the world.
Correct. Which is ridiculous because there's only one De Bruyne, but there are a lot of players who can play forward, wide, etc. to good effect. And I just don't think Kante has too many rivals for that position. Yeah.
Kimmich or Alexander-Arnold?
Well, it's a great one. I would take Kimmich just for his versatility.
Yeah.
I think he's a fantastic player in many positions.
Alba or Robertson?
Was it Alba or Robertson? Robertson.
Sterling or Lautaro Martinez?
So again, two different players. Sterling.
All right, good call.
Yeah. Oh, you like that, do you? We need to disagree at some point today.
I did disagree with one before, but sorry.
Okay, good. Okay, from LENS or Lens or Lens or however you want to pronounce it, why do you think Chelsea lost interest in Nathan Ake? Based on what I've seen, he's very competent and can play left back. Seems strange considering the defensive problems they've had.
It does seem a little bit odd, but there's two things. Firstly, Lampard came out and said he's happy with his defensive options. And secondly, I feel like it would be almost bad press if he spent the first 6 months of the season being like, screw the transfer ban, we've got youngsters, blah, blah, blah. And the second the transfer ban opens, he goes crawling back, like, take my money. It's like, you know, your ex-girlfriend. I don't need her, and then as soon as she rings, you answer.
Yeah, that's a decent analogy. Would you see him playing a key role for Chelsea at the moment?
Not so sure. I think Tomori's really had a really good season. Rudiger as well.
Yeah.
At left back, yes.
Christensen's still there, of course.
Christensen's still there as well. Marcus Alonso, for some reason, keeps dipping in and out of form. Man is almost 30, I believe.
Yeah.
Certainly going along with Chelsea's sort of the way they're moving in the future, with Ake being 25, 26, and being versatile, like you mentioned, I think it would be a really good signing.
Okay.
I'm just not so sure they want to be seen splashing the cash again and effectively forgetting about the youngsters, even if they're not.
Yep, fair enough.
Next up, Suryanshu Gala has said, which right back should Bayern Munich want to sign? Nelson Semedo or Thomas Meunier?
I do like Meunier. I think he's been actually quite underrated at PSG. I think he's a fantastic little player.
Yeah.
Semedo, I mean, he's been in and out of the Barcelona team, of course. Had his moments impressed at certain points, but I don't think he's ever put together much of a run of form for me. So I would say Meunier. Meunier is also super versatile, can play very much as a wing back and also actually in the centre if needs be.
And on a free.
There you go. And on a free too. Yeah. I don't see either of them, to be honest. I think they'll go a bit younger. I think, not that these guys are old, but I think they'll probably go a bit younger for that position. But I would take Meunier. Yeah.
I think I'd go Semedo.
Yeah? You just want to disagree with me?
No, I don't actually want to disagree with you. I just think I respect Barca's opinion a little bit more than PSG's.
Shots fired.
Yeah, and I just think that if they saw enough of Semedo to bring him in and teach him what he'd teach him, he'd fit in better at Bayern than Meunier would.
This is the same club that signed Douglas as well. Remember that guy?
Douglas?
Yeah.
The midfielder from...
No, he was a right back too, and he was...
Oh, no, actually,
pants.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Okay, it was pants. Well, you just blow me out the water.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't care, I'm going with Semedo.
All right, from Side Effect 7. Should Bernardo Silva play as a winger or an attacking midfielder and replace David Silva? If at the wing, then who should City go for in the summer to replace David Silva?
Great question. Personally, I love Bernardo Silva wherever he's playing. I think he's brilliant, and at the moment, I'd put him in the centre because Riyad Mahrez's turn up in form has been incredible.
Yep.
That behind Aguero or Jesus, that three of Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, I think is really good.
No complaints.
There's also Sane if he stays.
Yep.
There's obviously a big if and returns from injury.
Yep.
If he stays, and also Phil Foden seems to be the one who's massively missing out in the centre.
Phil Foden's still going to be a prospect when he's 30 at this rate. But how old is he now?
The next Lingard.
He's been around forever.
He's like 19.
I know. But he's been around forever at least as a prospect. I would love Bernardo Silva's best position for me as a number 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to stop Foden, but he's phenomenal there.
Yeah.
So, okay. Next up, Wizard Wolf. Do you think that João Felix is a flop for Atletico?
That word again.
His performance is very bad this season, and as an Atletico fan, I'm worried.
Listen, I think we've discussed flop a few times, and certainly very harsh to put it on a kid still in his first season, just over his first half season at a big club. I think he started okay the season, and then things have gone on, and it's not all going his own way. I think the biggest problem with Atleti at the moment is that they've had to actually rely on Felix a lot more than they would, because there's guys like Morata and Costa who have not scored enough goals as a target man. So all of a sudden, more focus falls on him, more falls on his shoulders as well, and no wonder he's a teenager.
He is the only real creative outlet in this Atletico team, in a team full of very well drilled sort of combust players. But I also feel like he's stepping in the shoes of Griezmann, which whatever Atleti fans think of him, he was brilliant for 5 years there.
Stick with him. I think visible. If you're an Atleti fan, I wouldn't worry too much. He's going to have his dips at his age as well, and there's just so much on his shoulders, and he would be in much better form with much less pressure on his head if he actually had a creative outlet around him as well.
Aside from Mbappe, I'm trying to think of one big name teenage signing that hit the ground running.
Now, there's not too many, to be honest. Even Sancho took his time at Dortmund, for example.
Dembele's still taking his time.
Still will be. When Phil Foden gets his breakout season.
So don't worry.
From Lambros FC, do you think Harry Kane can still beat Aaron Shearer's record with all these injuries?
Unfortunately, I think no.
Yeah.
And
we're obviously talking goals.
We're talking goals here. I think he's exactly half at the moment. No, maybe just over. So Alan Shearer's 260 Premier League goals. Harry Kane's, I think, on 135, maybe a bit less.
It's a lot of goals still, isn't it?
It is, but when you consider Kane's done that in 5 years, and he's 26 at the moment, if he has another 5 years like that, it'll only be 31. Probably got years to spare.
Season and a half off, but we know.
The problem is the injuries, I really feel, are taking their toll, and they're becoming all too frequent, all too predictable. His ankles seem to be made of glass. The hamstring, I hate to say it, but as English fans, we saw it with Michael Owen. One big hamstring injury was never the same player, and I think they will take their toll, especially when he's relied upon so much at Spurs. Unfortunately, it could be in a case of what might have been.
He'll still score enough goals.
Yeah, he'll still score those, Next up, Felipe Dovale, I think is how you pronounce it. Is Wilfried Zaha really worth the attention he's getting and his price tag? Especially since Palace can't seem to find goals, even when they're giving him all the service.
Is he getting the service or is he providing the service?
Yeah, I'm not sure he's the main goal getter.
No, I would see more of him as a creative force. Yes, he should be scoring a certain amount of goals, I think, but definitely one as someone who creates and provides as much as he scores. I like Zaha. I think Palace are just super keen to keep a hold of him. That's why they've put this massive price tag on his shoulders. That's not his fault. I think there's some things that you can, there's some accusations with that he maybe goes to ground a little too early sometimes, but I think Zaha's a great player, and I think he is going to cost the next team quite a lot of money, and rightfully so.
The thing is, he's in this gap where he's the best player at Crystal Palace, technically speaking. They give him the ball when they want. He's the match winner who can turn it like that.
Correct.
So if he's going to go up, it's going to be to a big team, and then they're going to want big money for him.
And there are two things about price tags. There's one that there's the price tag that the market commands, and there's a price tag that the club commands. And the club set the price tag when it comes down to it. The market can say what it wants, but the club will set the price tag that the player will go or stay on. And with Zaha, he is so valuable to Palace, they will set whatever they want to keep him there as long as they can, or they make a shed load of money out of it. It's as simple as that.
And if they don't, they'll probably lose a lot of money because they'll be close to the relegation zone.
Exactly. To the next one from Kanena Udokchukwu. That was actually pretty good for me. Sorry. Are Leicester falling off? And after this season, would they sell Maddison and Ndidi, Chilwell, and then go back to the normal cycle?
Falling off's a bit harsh. They're doing amazing. If they finish this league in this position in the Champions League spot, which I'm, I'd say 80% certain.
Amazing season.
It's a brilliant season. I wouldn't say they're falling off. As when it comes to selling Maddison, Ndidi and Chilwell, this is interesting. Leicester are above Palace, I believe, in this bargaining chip. Leicester wouldn't say, like Palace with Zaha, he's worth 8 million to us because he's their match winner. These guys can really command it because they know they've got players who have got them into the Champions League with proven quality. These guys are big internationals, especially Maddison and Chilwell. And, they're the kind of where Leicester wouldn't need to sell. If they've got what other teams can offer, they don't need to sell.
I would see them getting rid of at least one. Just because it really helps you square the books a little bit.
Like with Maguire.
Exactly. You sell someone for 80, you bring in 3 players who, can basically almost replace him if you do your scouting right. And you get to offer the players who you want to keep a bit longer, maybe a few extra bucks in wages. It actually works well as a nice little recycling period. So maybe one will go, but getting rid of all 3, if they make the Champions League? Don't think so.
I don't think so. And they've got to make the players believe as well that what they're being a part of is something good going forward. If you're a player and you see your 3 best teammates leave at the end of every season. And
also just be proud being part of a club that's batting definitely outside its crease and is making the Champions League now on a semi-regular basis. if they make it next year, all of a sudden Leicester are a club we should be absolutely taking notice of and not talking about normal levels. Maybe this is the normal
this
level.
is the new norm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, next up, Mazeman987 has said, will Mbappe leave PSG in the summer?
Speaking of things that we disagree about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, mentioning this, for those of you that didn't watch last week's Q&A, myself and Paddy had another bet about whether Mbappe would leave. I said he'll still be at PSG. You said he'd be at Real Madrid. And we asked you guys for the forfeit, and the one we've chosen is the loser will get eggs cracked on their head. Eggs multiple.
Eggs,
not an egg.
And are we talking, boiled eggs? Or, because that will hurt a little bit. Maybe just fresh eggs.
Yeah, we'll just go with fresh eggs.
Fresh eggs. A nice, yolk, hair shampoo.
I'm going to wish I shaved my head if I got egg in my hair now.
Yeah.
Right, so yes, thank you.
Good.
This is by the end of the summer, you guys. There will be egg on one of our heads.
Hashtag Team Paddy, you know what to do, guys. It all helps. Every bit of support. So, Quickfire, inspired by current events, from Tanishq Rahuja. In war scenario, Jesus, which player would you want in your squad in these positions? Speed fighter, Aubameyang or Adama Traore?
Oh, Traore.
Yeah?
The guy's arms are huge.
Brawler, Akinfenwa or Pepe?
Ooh, Pepe's more mobile, but Akinfenwa's a beast, so Akinfenwa.
Yeah, it depends, are there any rules there? Because Pepe would absolutely exploit every avenue he could do. Squirrel grip,
Can we send
no
off
problem.
in war?
Yeah. Eye gouge, easy. Yeah. General of the Navy, Neymar or Suarez?
Of the Navy, Neymar. Good diving.
That was so obvious. Do they dive in the Navy much? Or is it just because they're around water? Is that your whole joke?
Yeah, that is the joke. Don't ruin it.
Rubbish, yeah. General of the Air Force, Ronaldo or Peter Crouch?
I'm not sure there are planes that are built to Crouch's body type, so I'm going to go Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo sounds like precision, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
He could jump into the plane from the ground as well.
Guy who dies first. Oh, wow. Do we have to answer that one?
We do.
Can we do guy who gets injured first, wounded first, Sturridge or Marco Reus?
Sturridge or Marco Reus. They're both injury prone, so Sturridge a little bit more because Reus has been playing more recently.
Team leader, Puyol or Maldini?
Oh, wow. Puyol.
Yep. Mascot, Lingard or Benjamin Mendy?
Lingard.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
I feel like he'd distract the opposition with his dancing. The enemies.
Okay. Yeah. If they followed Mendy on social, they might distract you. Yeah, anyway. Brains, Lam or Xavi?
Lam.
Okay.
Both great.
That was quick though.
That was
quick.
Yeah, I just feel like Lam.
Okay.
That's a very interesting one. One of the more interesting questions. Lastly but not least though, to round off today's Q&A, Big Headlex Gaming. Who has the worst taste in music, Paddy, Nico, or Matt?
This is very easy, and you know already.
I know you're going to say me.
It's so obvious.
Can we not just discuss this for a minute?
No, there is nothing to discuss. Do you find Nickelback still at all a good band to listen to?
I knew you were going to bring up Nickelback. They've got some good songs.
What are your feelings on Creed?
Yeah.
I don't even need to ask any more questions.
No, they're only a sample of my musical palette.
Hoobastank?
Actually, no, now you're going too far.
Oh, so you've got a limit. Sorry, I didn't even know where it was.
Of which Hoobastank is
to
below.
be honest, anyone who thinks that Creed and Nickelback have some worth listening to,
they have a place.
Bottom of the pile. Bottom of the pile. I mean, Nico likes his German rap and stuff. I'm a bit more sort of rocky alternative, but that's
we agree on some things.
Yeah,
others.
When you pop your head into a reasonable spectrum, I might have some things I agree with you on.
I feel like Nico's is too safe though.
What do you mean?
It's just like Deutsche rap. Everyone listens to it. It's too safe. It's too easy. There's too many people that are on your side.
I'm sure exactly 0% of our watchers listen to German rap.
No, we have some German fans.
I know, but
I think we just don't understand it, so we can't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely you though. It's definitely you. Yeah.
We're going to go with me, apparently. Thank you very much. Anyway, as always, for all of your questions on a Wednesday night in our YouTube community tab, look out for that post, same time, every single week, where you can let us know your questions for the Q&A. For myself and Paddy, though, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.